Hey, I'm Andy here, back with another unboxing, unpacking, and this time we're going to finish the Magic the Gathering Murders at Karlov Manor Collector's Booster Packs. That is a mouthful. So yeah, we have 3 packs left. The last 3 we opened, there's a lot of weird duplicates for cards I didn't really expect to see duplicates of, like rares, but here we are. So yeah, this will be the last 3 packs, probably for this set for me, because I don't think I've got. I did get the Clue game that's like with the tied in with this, but I don't know if there's like packs to open in that one. I know there's cards, but maybe I'll make a video about that whenever that arrives. So other than that, I didn't get like a set boosters or anything like that with this set in particular, but. Anyways, last 3, let's start. Hopefully, we don't get like the duplicate stuff like we got in the previous video, but never know. RNG will be RNG, so. Alright. First card. We got Macabre. I don't know how to pronounce that word. I've seen it a lot, but I don't know how to pronounce Macabre? I don't know. Reconstruction. 3 black. This spell costs 2 less to cast if a creature card was put into your graveyard from anywhere this turn. And then return up to 2 target creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. Alright. Next up we got Shock. Standard Magic the Gathering card, Shock. Deals 2 damage to any target for a red. It's not. Oh, I was thinking like, I think like the Firebolt was the 3 damage one. I think that's what it's called. So you got On the Job for 2 white. Creatures you control get +2/+1 until end of turn. Investigate. Seems expensive for 4 though. You got a Magnifying Glass for 3. Tap to add that. 4 tap Investigate. Okay. Next up is an uncommon. We got Essence of Antiquity for 3 white. Disguise 2 white. When this is turn faced up, creatures you control gain hexproof until end of turn. Untap them. Oh, it's a 1/10 as well. Nice. We got Breakout for red-white. Look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card from among them. If that card has mana value 2 or less, you may put it onto the battlefield and it gains haste until end of turn. If you didn't put the reveal card onto the battlefield this way, put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Okay, we got Case of the Shattered Pact for 2. When this case enters battlefield, search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. To solve, there are 5 color among permanents you control. Okay, 5 colors, so it has to be different colors? Or can it be like the same color? I assume different colors. So, solved. At the beginning of combat on your turn, target creature you control gains flying, double strike, and vigilance until end of turn. That seems nice. But you also have to have 5 colors among permanents you control as well. So next we got our land. It is a swamp. Alright, and we also got a Wisp Drinker Vampire for 2 white black, flying. Whenever another creature with power 2 or less enters the battlefield under your control, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Then 5 white black. Creatures you control with power 2 or less gain Death Touch and Lifelink until end of turn. That seems pretty expensive for that global ability, but here we are. We got Slice from the Shadows for X black. This spell can't be countered. Target creature gets -X/-6 until end of turn. Alright, for a rare, ooh, we got a Shadowy Backstreet. So this is the Surveil Plains Swamp. Okay. Next up, we got Prophet's Eidetic Memory. Sure, for 1 blue. When this enters the battlefield, draw a card. You have no maximum hand size. And at the beginning of combat of your turn, if you've drawn more than 1 card this turn, put X+1/+1 counters on target creature, where X is the number of cards you have drawn this turn -1. So you don't automatically get a counter once you draw your first card. That'd be too good. Next up, we got Trouble in Pairs for 2 white. If an opponent would begin an extra turn, that player skips that turn instead. Whenever an opponent attacks you with 2 or more creatures, draws their second card each turn, or casts their spell each turn, you draw a card. Okay. So I guess the third one, then more, you don't really get to you don't draw. It's only the second one. Okay. Ooh, mythic. We got Intrude on the Mind for 3 blue. Reveal the top 5 cards of your library and separate them into 2 piles. An opponent chooses one of those piles. Isn't this Fact or Fiction? Put that pile into your hand and the other into your graveyard. Oh, there's more. Create a 0/0 colorless stop their artifact creature token with flying. Then put a +1/+1 counter on it for each card put into your graveyard this way. Oh, but isn't Fact or Fiction the same cost? I don't remember off the top of my head, but I know Fact or Fiction does the same ability for the first half. But okay, really interesting. We got a upgraded Fact or Fiction, and we got a human token, and then on the other side is a detective token. So our last card for this pack is Massacre Girl, known killer for 2 black. Menace, creatures you control have Wither. Whenever a creature opponent control dies, if its toughness was less than 1, draw a card. Alright, we got 2 mythics. Pretty cool. And they're both alternate art. Neat. On to the penultimate pack of the box. And of the video too, technically. So we started off strong. Hopefully we end strong, but I mean this is the second pack out of the 3, so we'll see. We got Robobuilt Braggart for 4 red. Whenever this attacks, if it's not suspected, you may suspect it. We got Museum Nightwatch for 3 white. When this dies, create a 2/2 white and blue detective creature token, and then disguise is 1 white. Alright, we got Gravestone Strider for 2. 1, add 1 mana of any color. Activate once each turn. And then 2, exile this from a graveyard. Exile target card from a graveyard. Next up, we got a Nervous Gardener for 1 green. Disguise is green. When this is turned face up, search your library for a land card with a basic land type. Reveal it. Or search your library for a land card with a basic land type. Reveal it and then put it into your hand and shuffle. So you can actually search for one of these because it has a basic land type and it's a land card. It doesn't say a basic land card, and so yeah, it's not terrible, I think. Alright, we got a Harry Dronesmith for 3 red for an uncommon. At the beginning of combat on your turn, create a 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature token with flying. It gains haste until end of your turn. Sacrifice it at the beginning of your next end step. Alright, it doesn't add up for 3 black. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Suspect it. Alright, we got Push and Pull for 1 white. And then Push is destroy target tapped creature. Pull is 4 black red. Put up to 2 target creature cards from a single graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. They gain haste until end of turn. Sacrifice them at the beginning of the next end step. That seems fun. Okay. Then we got our planes. Alright, we got Fanatical Strength for 1 green. Target creature gets +3/+3 and gains trample until end of turn. And we got a Convenient Target for a red. Enchant creature, when this enters the battlefield, suspect enchanted creature. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1. And then 2 red, return this from your graveyard to your hand. Alright, rares, we got the 10th District Hero for 1 white. So for 1 white, collect evidence 2. This becomes a human detective with base power and toughness 4/4 and gains vigilance. And then 2 white, collect evidence 4. If this is a detective, it becomes a legendary creature named Mileva the Stalwart. It has base power and toughness 5/5, and it gains other creatures you control have indestructible. That seems pretty nice. I mean, there's like only a handful of like level up cards that aren't actually the level up cards. I think it was like one of them was like a Kithkin Warrior. I forget the name for it, but yeah, pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Next up, we got No Witnesses for 2 white. Each player who controls the most creatures investigates, then destroy all creatures. Okay. Next up, as a mythic, we got Marvo Deep Operative for 3 blue-black. When this attacks, clash with the defending player. When you win a clash, draw a card. Then you may cast a spell from your hand without with mana value 8 or less without paying its mana costs. Interesting. It could be powerful. But then you have to win the clash, though. Alright, next up we got Kellen Inquisitive Prodigy for 2 green-blue. And then Tail the Suspect for green-blue. Investigate. You may play an additional land this turn. And then it has Flying Vigilance. When this attacks, destroy up to 1 target artifact. If you control that permanent, draw a card. Looks very happy. Alright, and then the last is another human token. Our last token. Oh, no, the second to last token we have. And we have a Thopter. Okay, and the last card we have for this pack is World Soul's Rage for X red green. This deals X damage to any target. Put up to X land cards from your hand and or graveyard onto the battlefield tapped. That seems fun. Interesting. Deals X damage to any target. Huh. Okay. Very neat targeting spell. And then you get X land cards from your hand and or graveyard onto the battlefield too. So kind of get that mana back the next turn and then some. But anyways, we got the last pack for this box, last pack for this video. So hopefully we end out strong. I mean, the 2 packs so far has been really neat so far. Let's see what we get for the last one. Alright. First card. We got a Basilica Stalker for 5 black. Flying. When this deals combat damage to a player, you gain 1 life and surveil 1. Disguise is 4 black. We got Innocent Bystander for 1 red. Whenever this is dealt 3 or more damage, investigate. It's only a 2/1 though, so. Next up, we got a Topiary Panther for 4 green. Trample and basic land cycling 1 green. Next up is the Gadget Technician for 2 blue-red. When this enters the battlefield or is turned face up, create a 1/1 colorless stop their artifact creature token with flying, and the disguise is blue-red. Uncommons, we got a Slimy Dual Leech for 3 black. This looks, compared to the other types of art, this one's probably one of my least favorites from the set. But anyways, at the beginning of combat on your turn, target creature you control with power 2 or less gets +1/+0 and gains death touch until end of turn. Alright, we got a Rune Brand Juggler for black-red. When this enters the battlefield, suspect up to 1 target creature you control. And then 3 black-red, sacrifice a suspected creature. Target creature gets -5/-5 until end of turn. Now we got Lumbering Laundry for 5. Okay, 2 until end of turn, you may look at face down creatures you don't control at any time. And then disguise is 5. The land card is a mountain. Pretty cool. Alright, next up is a Slice from the Shadows for X black. This will can be countered. Target creature gets -6/-6 until end of turn. We got Insidious Roots for black-green. Creature tokens you control have tap and 1 mana of any color. When 1 or more creature cards leave your graveyard, tap create a 0/1 green plant creature token, then put a +1/+1 counter on it. Or on each plant you control. Neat. Very neat. Next up is our rare. We got Teysa Opulent Oligarch. Okay. For 1 white black. Death touch. At the beginning of your end step, investigate for each opponent who lost life this turn. When a clue you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, create a 1/1 white and black spirit creature token with flying. This ability is only triggered once each turn. Sad. Very sad. Next up, we got Hide in Plain Sight for 3 green. Look at the top 5 cards of your library and cloak 2 of them, and put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Interesting. Next up, we got On the Trail for 1 green. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped. And it says, a land, not just basic land, so you can put any type of land, which is pretty good. Next up, that's another surveil land. This one is a forest island, the hedge maze. Alright, and the last token is an art token. So that means this is the clue. We've gotten so many of this art of clue before, but I believe this picture at least was the one we got before. I think the picture was same. Like I've seen, maybe I probably got that one already, but this one probably not. Although it does look familiar, so I probably might have since it says it's 42. So, alright, so that is the last token. This is the last card of the box of the pack. Let's see what we get. Ooh, oh, we got Leyline the Guild pack. Nice. I mean, I would have liked to end it on something we haven't gotten before, but I know I've gotten the Leyline before, so it's a nice card. Don't get me wrong, but kind of wish we would have ended on like a new card, not a repeat. But speaking of Leyline, if I can find it, because I know I do have it. I mean, I guess this is because the one we got before wasn't foil. So I guess technically this is a different card because it is foiled. So take that, however, how you will. So yeah, pretty interesting set. Very, very. I mean, I think every set has been thematic, but for this one in particular, you can really feel it with the namings, the art, and yeah. So yeah, and the new token, the clue token. So yeah, pretty interesting stuff. Hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, thank you for watching and have a nice day.